Hello and welcome back to Funfairs NI. In today's video we're going to be doing some speculating about what could replace Hellraiser in 2022. For those who do not know yet, recently it's been announced that Hellraiser has been sold from John W. Adcroft to its new owner, which is T.Wilmot, and it's going to be back out travelling in Scotland in 2022. This has left me with one big question. What will replace the ride in 2022? So, let's discuss them. Before we look at the options that Kiddieland can replace the Waltzer with, here's just a little overline of the area that the Waltzer sits in. As you can see, it's a very decent area where you can fit in a decent family ride. Now let's look at option 1. In my opinion, the most likely ride that's going to replace Hellraiser is a Twister/Sizzler style ride, and there's many reasons for this. One, it's family friendly, and I think it would work as a good replacement for Hellraiser. It also fits the space requirements because it takes up a round footprint. And three, they're very common rides that wouldn't be too hard to find one that would be leased to Kiddieland, or you could use T.Wilmot's one, which is the one I'm showing on screen right now. Another ride I'd like to see replace Hellraiser Waltzer is an orbiter ride. I wouldn't really choose an extreme orbiter for this fact, such as the ones with the over-the-shoulder restraints, due to I think they would be a little bit too extreme for Kiddieland, because I've been on a few of them and they are extremely intense. This here I think would be a little bit more family friendly and again fit in with the demographic of Kiddieland amusements. So that's why I chose an orbiter over the more extreme versions. Another ride that can replace Hellraiser is one of those runaway train kiddie coasters. Kiddieland used to have one during 2019, but it's now gone, so it could return because it was decently popular during that time. Again, this would work in Kiddieland because it was there before as well. It is quite family friendly and stuff, but I would be quite disappointed if this is what replaces Hellraiser. Another likely ride we could see replace Hellraiser is a Matterhorn ride. More specifically, the more enclosed ones, because they take up a similar footprint to the Waltzers. It also, in my opinion, has the same thrill level as a Waltzer, being not too intense, but still intense enough that it could appeal to thrill seekers. So that's why I put a Matterhorn ride at number 4. Moving on to some more unlikely rides, the fourth option could be a Miami. This would work in Kiddieland because there's been plenty of these rides in Kiddieland over the years. However, I think it's rather silly to use the site of Hellraiser for another Miami, where they could use the site of the Samba Balloons or Alpine Hotel if they would like to install a similar attraction. That's why I put a Miami at number 4. Speaking of fun houses, probably another unlikely option is the fact of Hellraiser getting replaced by a funhouse. I'm not really too keen on this one because they could just again use the site of the Samba Balloons instead, and they can use the site of Hellraiser for another attraction. That's why I'm not too keen on a funhouse. Before we wrap this video up, here are just a few quick honourable mentions that didn't really make the cut. First one, Samba Balloons. I did not put this one in because I just didn't think it was very likely that this was going to replace Hellraiser. Second one is an extreme. I didn't put this one in because in the Orbiter one you saw, basically I said it was too extreme for Kiddieland. And finally, a set of dodgems. I didn't put these ones in mainly due to the fact that the site of Hellraiser was too small for it. Remember, this is all just speculation, so a lot of these options are probably not going to happen, but I believe maybe the Twister one might happen. Well, that just about wraps up this video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing for more funfair and amusement park content, and that leaves me with one last thing to say. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.